The significance and roles that women have played in the Bible can be viewed differently by different people. Here are some possible perspectives. A child might say, women in the Bible were important because they were mothers, sisters, and friends. They helped people and were kind. A non-believer might say, women in the Bible played important roles in many stories. They were leaders, prophets, and judges. They also played important roles in the family and community. A priest might say, women in the Bible were created in the image of God and played vital roles in His plan for humanity. They were leaders, prophets, and judges. They also played important roles in the family and community. Women like Mary, the mother of Jesus, and Mary Magdalene were important figures in the early church. A theologian might say, women in the Bible played significant roles in the unfolding of God's plan for humanity. They were leaders, prophets, judges, and witnesses to God's work. Women like Deborah, Esther, and Ruth demonstrated faith, courage, and wisdom. Women also played important roles in the early church as disciples, leaders, and witnesses to the resurrection of Jesus. There are many stories about women in the Bible who played important roles in history. Here are a few examples. Eve. Eve was the first woman created by God and was the wife of Adam. She is known for her role in the story of the Garden of Eden. Sarah. Sarah was the wife of Abraham and the mother of Isaac. She is known for her faith and for being a matriarch of the Jewish people. Ruth. Ruth was a Moabite woman who married into an Israelite family. After her husband died, she remained loyal to her mother-in-law Naomi and eventually married Boaz. She is known for her loyalty and faith. Esther. Esther was a Jewish woman who became the Queen of Persia. She is known for her bravery in risking her life to save her people from extermination. Mary. Mary was the mother of Jesus. She is known for her faith and obedience to God's will. Deborah. Deborah was a prophetess and judge of Israel. She is known for her wisdom and leadership, and for leading the Israelites to victory against their enemies. Judges chapters 4-5. Now Deborah, a prophet, the wife of Lapidoth, was leading Israel at that time. She held court under the palm of Deborah between Ramah and Bethel in the hill country of Ephraim, and the Israelites went up to her to have their disputes decided. Judges chapter 4 verses 4-5. Hannah. Hannah was the mother of Samuel. She is known for her faith and for dedicating her son to the service of God. 1 Samuel chapters 1-2. In her deep anguish Hannah prayed to the Lord, weeping bitterly. And she made a vow, saying, Lord Almighty, if you will only look on your servant's misery and remember me, and not forget your servant but give her a son, then I will give him to the Lord for all the days of his life, and no razor will ever be used on his head. 1 Samuel chapter 1 verses 10-11. Abigail. Abigail was the wife of Nabal and later became the wife of King David. She is known for her wisdom and for preventing a conflict between David and her husband. 1 Samuel chapter 25. She fell at his feet and said, Pardon your servant, my lord, and let me speak to you. Hear what your servant has to say. Please pay no attention, my lord, to that wicked man Nabal. He is just like his name means fool, and folly goes with him. And as for me, your servant, I did not see the men my lord sent. 1 Samuel chapter 25 verses 24-25. Elizabeth. Elizabeth was the mother of John the Baptist. She is known for her faith and for being a relative of Mary, the mother of Jesus. Luke chapter 1. When it was time for Elizabeth to have her baby, she gave birth to a son. Her neighbors and relatives heard that the Lord had shown her great mercy, and they shared her joy. Luke chapter 1 verses 57-58. Mary Magdalene. Mary Magdalene was a follower of Jesus. She is known for being the first person to see Jesus after his resurrection. John chapter 20 verses 1-18. Early on the first day of the week, while it was still dark, Mary Magdalene went to the tomb and saw that the stone had been removed from the entrance. So she came running to Simon Peter and the other disciple, the one Jesus loved, and said, They have taken the Lord out of the tomb, and we don't know where they have put him. John chapter 20 verses 1-2.